Hello there, Aries. It's that time of the month again. It's June 2024. Let's animate your chart so we can take a look at why what I'm seeing here in terms of your energy levels, both physical and intellectual, at a high. And we can see here straight away that the position of your ruling planet, Mars, is in the sign of Aries. You see they're on the 3rd. The conjunction of the moon and Mars, that's going to elevate firstly your physical energy levels and then maybe make you a little emotionally volatile at the same time. The 3rd of June is also significant because we see that intellectual planet Mercury moving into the 3rd house, making conjunction with Jupiter, the Sun and Venus, and that is what's stimulating that intellect in you now. There on the 5th, the movement of the moon into that area, and then on the 6th, the new moon taking place in this position also accounts for a whole new perception of things. You know, there are points in our lives where we come to that juncture, that fork in the road of life, and right now this could be an intellectual fork, a way of seeing things differently, a change of heart or opinion, maybe learning things you didn't know before that can definitely colour your perception of things, your opinion of the world, relationships, and even yourself. Mars moves on the 9th, so that shifts the energy quite dramatically to a more financial sort of drive. I'm just getting my desktop organized here so that I don't know what's going on. And we see a couple of other things there on the 17th of June, the dual transit of Mercury and Venus into your 4th house. So that's a nice transit, a double transit into the zone of family, domestic circumstances. And it's interesting to note that Venus rules your finances and your partnerships, and Mercury rules your 3rd house, which is again the intellect, but it's also contracts, finances, and this 6th house of commitment to debt. So for some of you, there may be expenditure on the home, real estate, and other fixed assets that you wish to commit to now financially. I'm wondering whether that's why Mars is showing such a dynamic energy in terms of pushing to earn more, to really lift your income status. That's also shown by Pluto over here, which, as we mentioned last month, has just recently moved into this 11th house of profits, life ideals. And because it's a transformative planet, I think that, coupled with the position of all those planets initially in that 3rd house, is a very strong signal that you are changing a lot in your life right now. And as we look at the position of the moon here, we see the opposition to Jupiter. That could be an excessive transit, showing you're doing too much, taking on too much. The transit of the Sun on the 21st into the 4th house as well accentuates that drive for family, real estate, property. And the full moon there in Capricorn on the 22nd highlights the career area. So there's a strong career flavor there, and that's imbued with a lot of emotional energy as well. But it shows us that there's also an influence of that full moon on this 4th house. So a lot going on here, and I've said many times in the past that the 4th house is not only about your real estate, your material family circumstances, but it has a lot to do with your emotional satisfaction, contentment within and satisfaction generally. So I think there's a drive here to do that, to rekindle your love for family and loved ones. That's always shown by this very strong transit of Venus in your 4th house. Venus, unknown to many, even astrologers, actually has very powerful directional strength there in this 4th sector. So that naturally imbues Venus with that loving quality, which is its nature, and strengthens and enhances it in that position. Mind you, there's still that problem of combustion. That is where a planet is very near to the sun and loses a lot of its dynamic strength. Once the sun passes over that, probably early next month, give it 10 days, you'll see that this family situation is going to settle down and you're going to be a lot more comfortable in that. Do take a look at what else we've got for you there at astrology.com.au, the monthly written transit forecast to give you a bit more information on what's going on in your life. Lots of other free material there for you to help develop your psychic skills. And if you're a little lazy like we are sometimes, don't forget, you can always drop me a line and I'm more than happy to give you a hand deciphering your horoscope. Please do subscribe, tell your friends, and I'll see you here next month again. Bye-bye.